Assalamu alaikum students. I hope you all are doing great. So before starting my new lesson, I would like to give a brief review of my previous lesson. As in our previous lesson, we have discussed some important features of the deserts, including the types of the deserts, just like the subtropical deserts, polar deserts, continental deserts, and coastal deserts. I'm giving you the briefly review. As I told you that it is not mandatory that all the deserts are hot. Some of the deserts are cold, can also found on the planet of the Earth. Some of the deserts that are found in the polar deserts are known as on the poles of the Earth, at the Arctic or Antarctic, named as the polar deserts. Some of the desert that is found to the north and the south of the equator line, that is the I told you this that was the equator, and those deserts that is found on the north and the south of the equator are the subtropical deserts. Continental deserts are those deserts that is found in between the continents. Examples are Gobi Desert, Kaiselkam, and Dashtilak, etc. Coastal deserts are those deserts in which we can find the uh, dry land, and these are though they are found in near the beaches. So we have discussed the climate, that the hot desert witness the temperature 60 degrees centigrade maximum, and in the cold deserts it could be 5 degrees centigrade minimum. So the days in the deserts are usually hot, and the nights in the deserts are usually cold, because the climate of the weather is such high that the heat comes too quickly, just like it escapes too quickly. So let's start with the land. What kind of land? What are the deserts? Okay, students, let me tell you here. Some of the deserts on the planet of the earth are natural. It is made by the Allah Almighty. But some of the deserts are just like the barren lands. We people made it our deserts. How? By cutting a lot of trees, we made the land desert, barren. Barren means banjar. By doing a lot of cultivation, we made it desert. And sometimes it happens when the grazing animals who feed on the leaves and on the trees, when they feed themselves too much, and it will result into the less amount of the forests. So just read it out. About one-fifth of the Earth's land surface is desert. Coffee amount have one-fifth of the land. Okay, 70, as you know, that 70% of the earth is made up of the water. It means that if you visit, okay, let me show you with the picture. Okay, students, so if you see such this is the globe of the earth, and if you see, have you ever noticed why it is the green or the blue? Why our earth planet is represented with the color green or blue? Because it is always said that the 70% of the earth area is covered with the water. This is the huge amount. Okay, so that's why the blue color in the globe represented the water. There is a lot of water on the planet of the earth, in the form of the ocean, seas, rivers, canals, etc. Okay, so only one-fifth of the earth land is covered with the desert. This is the very minimum. It's very good for the planet of the earth. This is the reason why the life is possible on the planet of the earth and not on the other planet, because the water is one of the basic necessity or essential of the life. And Alhamdulillah, the planet of the earth is covered with 70% of the water. But not all deserts are sand, some are rocky. This is very noticeable thing, that we have the concept of the desert that it is always covered with the sand, but it is not mandatory. Some deserts are rocky too. There are the Rocky Mountains. Some deserts are caused by too much cultivation. That's the thing I told you. When good fertile land is used for too long, too many trees. Okay, एक जमीन है that is very fertile, but बार बार we are using it for the cultivation. उस पे crops हो रही है, crops. So at the end उस बेचारे की भी बस हो जाएगी. At that it will be turned into barren land. At that it will be turned into a desert. And we made it desert. That was not a natural procedure. too many trees are cut down. It's a very obvious thing that we are witnessing these days, that we are cutting down a lot of the forest, a lot of the trees to make the land the industrial place, to make the land the societies, etc. The Paragon city is a society, for example, in the place where we are living these days. What was it? Have you ever visited it 15 to 20 years ago? There was nothing but just a trees. फसलें थी यहाँ पर आज भी Phulawal area beside the Paragon city. If you have ever been there, so you'll find the crops, the cultivated land there. But what happened? People bought it, made it a society, cut all the trees. So that's why, since the pollution has increased, we made it too so, and all the water is used up. The land becomes barren and unprotected. Deserts are also created when grazing animals eat up all the vegetation and the land gradually becomes barren. That's the thing I told you, that when the grazing animals eat up all the vegetation and all the lands, etc. So what happens? It makes the land barren. The dry soil is blown away by the winds and plants can no longer grow here. Okay, so types of deserts again. Number one, sandy trees. In sandy deserts, the sand is not always flat. If you have ever seen the desert, so you will come to know that sand is not like the flat. They're usually in the form of the mountains kind of things. Crescent shapes dunes are formed by the wind. In deserts in the Middle East, there are dry rivers beds called wadis. So in the Middle East, if you have ever, some of you people, if you have ever chance to visit the Middle East, including the Dubai, etc. So we'll find the dry river beds that is known as wadis. If there is any rainfall at all, a wadi can flood within minutes. So इतना छोटा सा ऐसा होता है कि अगर वहाँ पे कोई भी rainfall हो जाए, it will be result into the flood. As you can see in the picture, this is the rocky deserts. You can find the rocks. This is the sandy deserts. You can find the sand. And when the sandstorm happen, so all wind blows all the sands and you cannot see anything there. Acha, in my previous lesson, I've shown you the YouTube reference video in which I hope you have seen the oasis too. Oasis, what is the oasis? You see the oasis is just like the source of the water between the forest. वो छोटा सा हिस्सा, थोड़ा सा पानी कह लो. Sometimes in the middle of the desert, there is a source of water. Perhaps it is a spring or the water hole. Trees such as date palm or other hardy plants can grow around it. So we can also witness some kinds of trees here. You can see in the picture, it could be the date palm, etc. Often a small settlement forms around the spring. Such an area is called oasis. Okay, students, next topic is the vegetation. Okay, I hope you will be thinking that in the desert, I'm continuously talking about the dry place. I'm continuously talking about there is no water, very less water, there is no rainfall. So, how could a vegetation be possible in that area? It is possible. If you have ever seen or heard of a plant that is known as a cactus, cactus is the plant of a desert. There are some plants that can be found in a desert too, but desert plants features are different. They have no leaves, just like a cactus, or you can say very few leaves. If there are leaves, then it will be thick. Desert plants have few leaves and thick fleshy stems. Their stems are too much thick. These plants are usually spiny. They are not evergreen at all. They're very dry. They have their very strong stem, very बहुत मोटी सी स्टेम होती है और उनके बड़े पत्ते या तो ना होने के बराबर होते हैं या बहुत छोटे गैलो होते हैं. The thick stem store. What is the purpose of the thick stem? The thick stem will store more water. The spines prevent the death. Okay, so as we do not know that for how many days we can have the water in the desert, हमें कुछ पता नहीं होता. So the function of the thick stem is that it can store water, so the plant can survive for a longer time. And the spines prevent desert animals from eating the plant. जिसके साथ कांटे होते हैं, so it does not allow the animals to eat them. The roots of the desert plant spread very far in search of water. However, they do not usually go very deep. So the roots of the plants of the deserts go very far, but they're not very deep. So that when it rains, the roots can absorb the water before it soaks. And why it goes very far? Because if it's raining on one part of the land, so it can absorb more amount of the water from the ground. Animals and people. As we all know that the famous camel, sorry, I'm sorry, camel. Camel is the very famous animal of the desert. We can find the snakes and lizards there. Let's read it out. Desert must be dry and unwelcoming for people. As we know that the population of the deserts are not very much because the climate is not that much adapted for many people. If I can give you my example, so I'm not such kind of the person who can live in the desert, but they are not without animal free. Lizards, chipkalias, snakes, psalms, scorpions, foxes, gerbils, hedgehogs, insects, and birds live in the deserts too. In Australia, there are kangaroos and wallabies. These all are the animals that can be found in the deserts. In the Thar, Arabian, and Sahara deserts, camels are used to transport goods and the people. Why the camel is known as the ship of the desert? Why the camel is known as the ship of the desert? Because camel can store water for 21 days in its belly. So he can easily survive in the desert. Plus, Allah Ta'ala blessed camel with the long eyelashes that protect his eyes from the dust, that prevent his eyes so he can walk travel. अगर उसके eyelashes ना हो सारा sandstorm तो उसकी आंखों में चला जाएगा. So how can he be survive? How can he be travel for miles and the kilometers? Plus, if you have ever seen the camel, so Allah Ta'ala blessed camel with such kind of the large feet that can grip into the desert. It can travel for many miles across the sand. It can store water for a long time. So it does not need to drink often. Its flat padded feet do not sink into the sand. Obviously, Allah Ta'ala blessed him with such a flat padded feet, so it will not be धसेगा नहीं ये जमीन के अंदर. Okay? Its long eyelashes, I told you, protects the eyes from the sand. It can also close its nostril to keep the sand out. This is a very different thing that it can हम अपनी नाक बंद कर सकते हैं कि मट्टी इसकी नाक में न जाए. In these ways, it is adapted to life in the deserts. Okay, you can see the scorpion. Oh my God, this is a very dangerous. The scorpion is an African deserts. You can see. Okay, what about the human population? The human population of the desert region is very low. What is the reason? The harsh climate, lack of vegetation. भाई मौसम बहुत गर्म है, vegetation नहीं है, water नहीं है, and mostly undeveloped land. There are no such kind of facilities there. Do not attract people to settle there. Mostly nomadic tribes. Nomadic tribes are those tribes, those people who travel from one place to another place. जो एक जगह से दूसरी जगह जाते हैं, like the Bedouin in Arabia and Tuareg in the Western Sahara and Bushmen for the Kalahari, are used to live in these areas. Okay, students. Now let's the last topic of the desert is the topic related to the desert country. We know a lot of the famous countries, especially in the Gulf country, that are the desert country, including the Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is a country that lies almost entirely within a desert. Today, it is one of the most developed countries in the Middle East. So this is a very surprising thing for all of us. As I mentioned you earlier, there are some countries who are totally desert, just like the Saudi Arabia. If you know that Saudi Arabia is one of the most developed countries in the Middle East. Saudi Arabia has tall buildings. Its economy is too good. It has large reserves of oil. So there is very less amount of the rainfall there, and all the countries are desert. So it is not necessary that life is not possible in the desert. There are many countries that are the desert. This has been possible because in Saudi Arabia, as many other desert countries, there are more vast amount of oil. अल्लाह ताला bless the desert countries with the oil. सऊदी अरब पे तो वैसे ही अल्लाह ताला की इतनी रहमत है कि उनका इतना पैसा जो है वो हज और उम्रे की वजह से आता है. Plus they have a large reserve of oil. Oil is a source of energy for industry, transport and power. So oil is a backbone for the economy of Saudi Arabia. Everyone needs oil in anything. Saudi Arabia sells its oil all over the world, and with money it gets it able to improve the life of its people. There is no corruption in Saudi Arabia. Whatever it earns from the money by selling its oil, they always use its money for the welfare of the people. In some part of the country, there is a cultivation where the land is fertile. There are no large rivers in the area, but only the seasonal streams. Water from underground source is pumped up. Okay. So water from the underground source is pumped up and distributed. So there is, Alhamdulillah, Pakistan is blessed with a lot of large rivers, but unfortunately there is no rivers. There is very less rivers in fact, there is no large river in the area. The taste of the water is very salty. In other places, salty seawater is distilled to make fresh water to be used by the people. Even they purified the water for drinking. My family members are used to residing in Saudi Arabia for the last 30 years, and they tell me that there is no fresh water. They always purify the salty water for the drinking purposes. उनका अपना पानी इतना नमकीन है, समंदर का पानी है कि भाई उनको फिल्टर करना पड़ता है. Waste water is also recycled and used for the sanitation and irrigation. This is the Jeddah, a modern city. Working in a desert is very uncomfortable. It is hot, food, and other goods have to be brought from the distant places. Obviously, there are no restaurants in the desert. So food and the other people, it's not like that. You can order something, you can order pizza or the sandwiches or the burgers, etc. from OPTP, McDonald's. There are no such places like that. Imagine if you have a chance to visit such place, what will you do? People have to travel miles and miles to get this stuff, to get the food even. उन्हें बहुत चलना पड़ता है. There are food trees to provide the shade. There is little entertainment. Traveling from one place to another is mainly by road, not always easy. Between the cities, कोई transportation का भी कोई खास mode नहीं है, सिर्फ by road ही है. In Saudi Arabia, the oil companies have set up well-equipped and comfortable housing colonies with the modern facilities for their workers. So they are also providing the basic facilities to their workers too. Today, some desert countries such as Saudi Arabia are very rich because they have reserves of oil. And oh my God, the oil is an amazing resource. Small villages have grown into large cities. Many modern air-conditioned hotels, hospitals, schools, offices, and factories have been built in these places. So that's all for the deserts. What you will do in your classwork, so take out your copies and start writing the answer of the following questions. You will do the question number 3. What sort of vegetation would you find in a desert? I explained you that we can find the very thick stems and small leaves, even no leaves. Okay, they have a very roots that are spread very far but not very deep to store the amount of water. How has Saudi Arabia becomes a rich country? So you can mention the oil reserves too. And please send me your work in the provided time frame. If you have any query, please feel free to ask me. Thank you everyone for your time. Allah Hafiz.